Hey guys, welcome back. We're doing something different today and pretty risky. We are going to go buy a $500 83 F150. So I got my truck, I got my tow bar, and I got some tires, and we're going to try and tow this thing home. Let's see how it goes. Here's that truck. It's pretty beat up, but it was super cheap. And trim looks nice. I'm gonna steal these bed rails off of it. Steering wheel's beautiful. Dash looks good. Interior in general is all right. It's got a straight six with an automatic transmission, which isn't super desirable, but he did say it ran when it was parked. So I'll try and get that up and running, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna attach the tow bar there, change out some tires, and get on the road. All right, I got it hooked up. I used my Makita battery to get the hazards working. So we got all 4 hazards, steering wheel's unlocked, drive shaft is taken out. Let's see how this goes. Well guys, we made it back home. Truck's in the garage. I was told that it was a free spinning motor. It just hadn't run in 10 years. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot. I've got the battery out of my 74 and I don't have the keys yet. So I'm just gonna jump the solenoid and see if I can at least get this thing turning over. It's pretty impressive. There's still the smog pump on it. Ton of the original vacuum fittings and stuff. It's a pretty original truck. Still got the AAC compressor on it, and it looks like it's freed up. So that's interesting. But anywho, let's see if it'll turn over for us. First thing I'm noticing is there is nothing attached to the ignition side of the starter solenoid, and I don't see any wires. So that's interesting. The start side does have one wire. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on there. I wonder if I wonder. Well, anyhow. See how this goes. So something shorted out there. Holy smokes. It burnt the crap out of my fingers, so I'm gonna go take care of them. What a start to the project. Well, it was definitely the starter. I tested the solenoid in the truck. It clicks fine, it clicks off fine. When I got down to take this thing out, it was still hot. So luckily, I had this thing on the shelf for a different project, but all Ford V8 small blocks and the straight sixes use the same starter. So we're gonna throw this guy in there and see if that'll fix the problem. I'm also, before I do that, I'm gonna turn this thing over by hand just to make sure it actually is free. I probably should have done that from the get-go, but we'll do it now. Well, folks, just like that, we got shut down. This thing is locked up. The ad said, and I quote, spins freely, but it doesn't. So I think the next thing to do is probably pull the motor. I'll hold on to that, but my brother's got an 82. I got a buddy with an 80, and I want the bed rails and some other stuff off this truck. So looks like I'll probably just steal some parts from it and then see what else can be saved. The interior is pretty good, so hopefully I'll be able to sell some of that stuff. The steering wheel's in pretty good shape. The gauges look good, so we'll see. But I do not think I'm gonna get this running. Well, I'm still here. I decided to pull the spark plugs, and none of them look rusted. And then I used my camera to look at the cylinder bores through the holes, and they don't look rusty or like they have any signs of water either. All the spark plugs are super rich, but like none of them look super corroded or anything. I didn't see any signs of brown or rust on anything. So we're diving back in. I'm gonna pull the valve cover. Maybe it's just a valve train thing, and this will, it's a little bit easier. I think I checked in the flywheel. I took the cover off, not the flywheel, the flex plate. Took the cover off. I didn't see anything jammed up in there. And since I haven't seen many signs that much water or anything, I'm hopeful that maybe it's something simple that I'm just not thinking about. So we'll see. It's an automatic transmission, and the drive shaft is disconnected. So I know that there's nothing going on with like it's still being connected to the rear wheels. So I don't know. Gonna pull these valve cover bolts off and go from there. Oh my God, that is the grossest thing I've ever seen. Holy smokes. Oh boy, this truck was not taken care of. Look at that. Oh, gross. Good. Well, that's what you get when you buy a $500 truck. Wow. That's crazy. All right, I'm going to come in here and tap on these and make sure they all seem to move freely. Well, I loosened all the valves here. They're disgusting, but none of them sounded stuck or anything. Anyway, I loosened them up and I tried turning it over. That didn't help at all. I might go ahead and put some WD-40 or something down the cylinders, but not sure about that. We'll see. All right, like I said, we are gonna scrap this thing. I already pulled the engine and transmission and a ton of other parts out of it. Sold some stuff, saved some stuff for my brother. And that big girl is what we're taking this to the cycle place with. So loading it up now, and it'll get out of here. And just before anybody freaks out that I'm recycling this truck, mismatched fenders and doors. It's rusted out like nobody's business, and it's just falling apart. I've done as much as I can with it, saved some parts from it, but I really just don't think it's worth trying to save this thing. Anywho, to the recycle place we go.